Keisha Knoll.
All right. Where do you work?
So I work for a company called Imagine Learning. So we are a virtual online curriculum where schools all over the country can pay kind of like a subscription fee to access our courses and our teachers and all of the things that go with that. So we provide interventions, we provide coursework, communications with the brick and mortar teachers and the students, so that it kind of helps address teacher shortages and that kind of thing. But it's all 100% online.
Okay. Oh, what position do you teach?
So I am an agri-science teacher. So I teach a large variety of subjects. Ag 1, Ag 2, vet science, animal science, plant science, forestry, renewable technologies. It's an elective, but it also counts for science credits. So kids take it, kind of as an enjoyment, or they use it as science credit.
Right. How long have you been working?
So I have been at Imagine Learning for 3 years. So I've been 100% online for 3 years. Prior to that, I taught in a brick and mortar school. So I've been teaching a total of about 12 years, all in agri-science classes. So I've been at 2 different schools, and then I've been on Imagine Learning for about 3.
Where'd you go to school and what degree did you receive?
So I went to LSU, and right after high school, spent about 4 years there, and I got a human resource education degree. So basically, we got trained to educate workers, so preparing kids for the workforce and stuff like that, which is what a lot of ag is they're going straight into the workforce, a lot of industrial arts kind of things. So a human resource education degree, and that comes along with the teaching certification, and then I got my concentration in vocational education.
Okay. What should I focus on while I'm in school to better prepare me for a job in this profession?
So I think focusing a lot on child psychology is a good thing to do. Mostly because with child psychology or adolescent psychology, whatever they're calling it, you focus on the why kids are doing it, not the what kids are doing. So it's nice to focus on classroom management and how to be reactive to those skills and those kinds of things, but learning about the psychology of why they're acting the way that they are is a huge benefit, especially in those early years, because it takes a long time to be in the classroom to get some of those tools in your tool belt kind of thing.
Right.
If you can focus on the psychology of, well, kids are just reacting to their environment. So, like I said, there's no such thing as a bad kid. So you're really focusing on what they're reacting to and why they're reacting to that the way that they are. So it might be their background, it might be just kind of the way that they were raised, like their parents' mentality kind of thing. And so you come to it from a completely different way. It helps a lot build that relationship, and kids tend to trust people that focus more on why they're acting the way that they are as opposed to what they're doing.
All right. If you can do one thing different while you were in college, what would you do?
So I would probably take a larger variety of classes. So taking a class in every single department. And I noticed that the kids in my class responded when I connected it to something else. So ag is really easy to do because you're involved in it every day. You're surrounded by it. So it's the food you eat, the clothes you wear. We always said, where would you be without ag? You would be naked and hungry. So that's easy to connect. But touching those kids that are only thinking about, ag as food and animals, plants and animals, stuff like that, is a little bit harder to do because they're like, I'm never going to do that for my whole life. So if you can kind of get a variety of experiences, taking a bunch of different classes, like, in a bunch of different departments, the interests of your kids will probably align to some of the experiences. Kind of simulating those experiences in your classes that you take there. That would be the only thing that I would change. I took a lot of ag classes, but going into taking, maybe a little bit more history classes for the history buff kids, and a little bit more
different parts of
absolutely, and because like I said, every kid is motivated differently. They all have different interests. So
Right.
you're teaching the child, you're not teaching a subject. Like, and so that's
Right.
kind of a mindset that you have to go into. Even in elementary ed, you're teaching a kid, you're not teaching,
Yeah.
you're teaching math, but you're teaching the kid.
Right.
Like, you can sit up there and teach math all day long, but if the
You gotta
kid,
speak to their, like,
well, yeah, if the kid
level.
can't add, did you teach him math? You know, so
Right.
you gotta kind of think about that. So that's kind of what I would have done different, was taking a variety of